accidentally left it. I had an easel that I was going to kind of...
Every product tells a story, don't it? Here is Nikki's ginger tea. It keeps pushing on, a Detroit brand for 2 decades. Now at the new Meijer Rivertown market just east of downtown.
This is good.
Nikki's from the city's east side Island View neighborhood.
It's really exciting to be right in the heart of our city doing this. It's bringing quality to the community.
Thank you.
An entrepreneurial hangout of sorts, the megastore chain trying something different, a much smaller footprint. No clothes or home furnishings sold here.
These small gourmet type Meijer, they do very, very well because it's a perfect mix of grocery and local and fresh produce.
Elwin GREENWALD's got his renowned Elwin and Company scones.
How often do you do this, come out and see the people like this?
Usually at openings I always do because it's important for us to be here, but I have a couple different people that do the demos for me, but at an important opening like this, we, of course, are happy to do it.
So when we think about our format, where we're opening up with 2,000 vendors now, that easily could grow to 2,500 or 3,000. It's really what the community wants.
You got a winner.
Thank you, sir.
Jacqueline Sanders took a buyout from AT&T. She's from a family of bakers.
And then I realized that I really had a love for it. I enjoyed doing it. And then people started calling and asking me to do personal baking for them. And so that's how For Heaven's Cake was birthed.
For Heaven's Cake making its retail debut at Rivertown, the kind of product Meijer's been looking for.
We want to see small businesses, local businesses, minority businesses, we want to see them thrive. So if that's something we can do and aid in that process, the pandemic was very hard for a lot of people to keep their businesses open. So to be able to have a different avenue for us to be able to do that, that means a lot to us and Meijer as a whole.
We call this caviar in a jar.
Tiffany Cartwright tried to help her daughter's skin condition, creating a line of body scrubs.
There's no chemicals or anything. It's actually a coffee scrub. I was working as an administrative law judge, and I unfortunately was laid off. I lost my position. I started mixing the products, pitching them out, reaching out to different retailers in order to grow my business. So.
Cartwright's Detroit-made G.L.A.M products available nationally at Walmart, Stop & Shop stores on the East Coast, and now here in Detroit.
I tried no ginger today?
Yeah.
Customers sample an unsweetened brew over at the Nikki's display.
We just launched our stevia line that is with stevia and monk fruit, and that has really been doing exceptionally well. We're launching some new flavors for the holidays, a blackberry and a cranberry flavor.
Nikki's home base had been in the basement of the Church of the Messiah in Island View.
Things were progressing pretty well, and then the pandemic happened and brought everything to a halt.
Nikki shut down too for a while.
Then we were really gaining some momentum, and then the big flood happened.
And this is what it looks like. We still got about 20 hours of rain coming.
Down at Church of the Messiah, it was waist high, and we lost everything in that flood. I had to start over from scratch.
I'm like, wow, is this really happening? Because at the same time, I had 2 floods at my house.
When it was all said and done, it was over $750,000 worth of damage done to the church basement. And that is not going to be open or usable for another year or so.
Their tea now from another kitchen further up Gratiot. Along with Meijer's, they sell at Whole Foods stores in Michigan and parts of Ohio. Back in Island View, Planet Detroit's making ready-to-eat salads indoors, year-round. Some destined for Rivertown Market.
Yeah, we're right at the stage now where we're really staffing up, looking for the people with the right skills and mainly the desire to learn this kind of thing.
Around 40 people work here. Staff's nearly doubled in a year and more of an automated operation now.
So here we've got some red radish, some purple radish, some daikon radish, some broccoli, some kohlrabi.
The growth of cannabis has brought down the cost of the infrastructure that allows for us to grow indoors, namely the lights. So I think that's going to see more players, more investors, and eventually we'll figure out the way to do this efficiently.
So this room is maintained roughly at 70 degrees, about 55% humidity.
A super clean operation, masks, gloves, suits, pandemic or no.
These racks actually slide, so it allows us to save even more space and maximize our growing square footage. Having something like this available all year means people have fresh, delicious salads available all year from Michigan that didn't have to come from Arizona or California. people essentially don't have that excuse of, well, oh, it's winter, I think I'll just have a pizza tonight instead of a salad.
Besides Rivertown, Planted had already been on shelves at some plum markets in the suburbs.
Yeah, it was a really big win for us to gain placement in plum markets. They're so well known for their fresh products, and it's nice to see someone who's focused on local and not just in name only.
At the end of the food chain, it's a team effort to reach customers.
They don't know about it, but when they're seeing the marketing that we're doing in the stores and the promotions, the placement on the shelf, they're picking it up and they're returning for it.
We anticipate by the end of this calendar year finishing an expansion within the current farm, and then we'll be able to add some more customers.
After that, maybe another indoor farm somewhere else in Detroit. Nikki's poised for growth too.
What do you think is going to be different next year than this year?
Next year, we'll hopefully be breaking ground on our facility. That is a 2 to 3 year timeline.
The plan, a place in Island View adding automation to the bottling line while providing space for other food producers.
I think that there is 2 paths to this journey. The quicker path doesn't necessarily leave room to build other businesses up along with you. I feel like the slower path gives you an opportunity to bring other smaller businesses along on the journey with you and give them the tools and the benefit of your experience. And I think that that's what we're doing. It is going to be something unlike anybody's ever seen.
You can find more at onedetroitpbs.org or subscribe to our social media channels and sign up for our One Detroit newsletter.